In this video we are reviewing the brand new DJI Mavic 4 Pro. 2 years we've been waiting for the new version. We now have a DJI Mavic 4 Pro with a brand new controller. I've been testing this out in several locations, so today we can go through all these new features, and DJI sure have thrown a lot at this drone. So we have a 28mm 100 megapixel micro four thirds camera with now 6K 60 FPS. We have a 70mm and 168mm telelens cameras, a new infinity gimbal, so the gimbal rotates full 360 degrees. We have true vertical shooting, a brand new RC Pro 2 controller, a Lidar sensor, 51 minutes of battery life. There's a lot to get through. Let's get straight into it. But it better be good, because as we know, the Mavic series, it certainly isn't cheap. Let's focus first of all on the camera. So the camera on here, this is what I'm going to be focusing on a lot, because for most people, this is what you're going to be interested in about the camera quality. So the main sensor on here, this is a new 100 megapixel micro four thirds Hasselblad sensor. So I'm going to put a lot of video shots coming directly from the Mavic 4 Pro, testing this out in the USA and Spain. And I have to say, for camera quality wise, I have never seen quality from photos and videos look this good out of any of the foldable drones. The 6K out of here, it just looks incredible. So sharp, 16 stops of dynamic range. The quality is outstanding. It literally looks like a painting on a wall. Now the main lens is also a variable aperture that we're used to with the Mavic series, but it's now an f2 to f11. So you're going to get better low light shots, and you certainly do. Just look at some of these examples on the screen now. Compared to the Mavic 3 Pro being an f2.8, the low light quality is simply unmatched from any of the DJI drones. Just look how it handles the highlights and the shadows in these low light scenes. So low light, nighttime scenes, blue hour, the video quality coming out of this is incredible without it looking too overly processed either. And for color profiles, you've got D-Log, D-Log M, HLG and normal, all in 10-bit, all available on all three lenses. And photos look amazing. 100 megapixels gives you incredible quality with the added advantage of being able to crop in afterwards. Or you can switch to 25 megapixels if you're taking like lots of different shots. But for those like really good locations where you want to get the utmost quality, it also does some like computational photography afterwards. It says enhancing photo quality. So these photos on the screen now, these were taken in both daylight and also nighttime examples, and none of these have been edited. These are just simply the JPEG files coming directly out of this drone. Now obviously you can go and color grade them, you can actually do your own processing to these if you want, but just look at these on the screen. And don't forget that YouTube is going to compress everything that you see now, so videos and photos are not going to look as good as they do from the actual original files coming out of this. If you take aerial photos, you're making money with your drone taking photos. This simply is the drone that you need to get. Photos coming out of here, I would say, is like really top level feature. Now the second lens on here is a 70mm. As I've mentioned before on the DJI Air 3S, this is a favorite focal length of mine. It is fantastic, gives you gorgeous, incredible compression, blows that background up. It's a fantastic focal length. Now it has 14 stops of dynamic range. Now this is limited to 4K up to 60 FPS, but it's now an f2.8. And you can use a 70mm for a variety of different creative options. So you can actually get closer to things, the quality is brilliant, but you can also get creative shots. So I can do like a circle shot. So I just stand on the top of this like hill. I'm just going to get the drone a bit further back, switch to 70mm and then do a circle shot. And just look at this creative effect that you're going to see in films where the background is spinning and I'm just stationary. It looks great. And just look at the quality of this, the skin tones, it just looks fantastic. So 70mm, I would say it was my favorite focal length on the DJI Air 3S. So for me, I was constantly switching between the 70mm to get this awesome compression and the main sensor, the 28mm on this drone. But you also get another tele lens, and this is a 168mm, 2mm than before, but it's now an f2.8, so more light coming into that sensor, so again, better low light performance. And this is great for getting close to things. So we're in this area now, so you can see on the main lens, the Las Vegas Strip in the distance. I can switch to the 168mm and get much closer. So it's 50 megapixel, it's limited to 4K 60, has 13 stops dynamic range, and you can do slow motion at 4K 100. So I can have the drone further back, I can switch to 168mm, switch to slow motion, and just look at some of these shots. It is fantastic, the quality that you're going to be able to get out of this. But the main difference between this and the Mavic 3 Pro is that this can rotate full 360 degrees because it has a new infinity gimbal. So you can get really creative shots. You're not limited to just up and down motions. You can get full 360 rolls. So you can get these creative shots which looks really cool. You just fly towards something, fly back, fly sideways, and at the touch of a button you just roll that gimbal wheel and the gimbal will actually rotate now left or right, whichever way you want it to go, and get these cool shots. But then at a touch of a button, you can actually rotate that gimbal from horizontal to vertical and get true vertical video. And it also means that you can now take that vertical video in up to 6K 60 FPS on that main lens. You can also use it on any of the tele lenses as well, so it's not limited. And this is a massive advantage that the Mini 4 Pro had, with the vertical content now being super popular on Instagram for Reels, and a disadvantage to say the Air 3S and the Mavic 3 Pro. However, I would say with the vertical mode is its Achilles heel, because when you're in vertical, the way the actual gimbal is connected, it can only actually rotate up and down 12 degrees. In horizontal, it can rotate up now to 70 degrees, which is really good, and rotate fully down. In vertical, you are going to be limited. But the ability to actually be able to use these roll shots, it's super cool, and you can use them in master shots, you can use them in hyperlapse. You also get a new quick shot mode as well, so you can use these in quick shots, all done automatically. Now, before we get onto battery, if you are enjoying this video, just do me a favor and hit that like button. Make sure you watch to the end. That's all YouTube really care about now. And subscribe, because I've got a lot more videos coming on this, comparisons, loads of new tech products coming out you don't want to miss out on. So hit that subscribe button. Let's talk about the battery. So the Mavic 4 Pro comes with a completely new redesigned battery, giving you 51 minutes of flight time. And I would say out of any of the different DJI drones, this is the most accurate. When flying this in normal photos and videos mode, I was getting easily 45 plus minutes out of each one of these batteries. It only drains faster when you're using like active track, hyperlapse, but that's to be expected on any of the drones. But 51 minutes, upwards of 45 minutes out of one of these batteries, it just allows you to capture so many different shots and actually think, what should I film now? There was a lot of times where I did all the shots in that location and this battery was still like 40 to 50%. It is really impressive. And with this new parallel charging hub, you're going to be able to charge all three of these batteries with the DJI new fast charger in 90 minutes. 90 minutes for all three. Now the Mavic 4 Pro has OcuSync 4 Plus transmission. This is the best in terms of transmission that we have. 30 kilometers of distance. They're never going to need to go that far, but it means that when you are flying in the area, your signal is going to be rock solid, and also the quality coming from the drone to the actual controller, it's 10-bit. So the end-to-end video has never looked this good. However, it also looks fantastic if you get this with the new DJI RC Pro 2 controller. What even is this? So you can get this with the RC2 controller, like from the Air 3S and the Mini 4 Pro. But if you get this with the RC Pro 2, I mean, this thing is just like a technical marvel. So it has a 7-inch screen which folds out. As you fold the screen out, the flight sticks also fold out and it will automatically turn on. As you fold the controller back down, this will go into sleep mode, and the controller also goes nice and flat and snug, ready to transport. Has a power button on the top of it, so you can turn it off here. It also has external antennas, so you can just fold these forward now. These don't fold and point upwards, they just go forward like that. Now, when I saw a lot of like the specs about this, I was worried about how heavy this is going to be and bulky, but it's basically like an RC2 with a built-in screen. And for that, it doesn't mean it's super heavy and cumbersome. Now the screen is outstanding. The colors, the sharpness, the detail, it blows the RC2 out of the water. Now the best part with this is when you're filming outside, especially on the RC2, in harsh light, it's really hard to actually see this screen. Most of the time I'm finding like a shaded space or filming in the car because it's so difficult to see this screen in bright conditions. This has 2000 nits of of brightness. The RC2 has 700, so a massive difference there. The quality coming from this is outstanding. Now you can rotate the screen up and down like this to get the perfect angle, but because we have true vertical filming on the Mavic 4 Pro, all you have to do with the screen is now you can rotate it and now you can get a true vertical shot. So you get the framing spot on, you rotate it again and it will move back to horizontal mode. So you don't even have to press a button on here, you just do that and now you're filming in photos or videos in vertical. And having this screen like that so you can see exactly what you're filming is just fantastic. The RC Pro 2, it is just absolutely bonkers. Now I'm not sure if you're going to be able to get this as like an optional accessory, who knows, but if you get this with the creator combo, you're going to get the new RC Pro 2. Now on the front of the right arm, you've got a front-facing Lidar sensor. This works in conjunction with the low-light vision sensors all around the drone, so the obstacle avoidance on here is fantastic. I would say it's really similar to the DJI Air 3S. So you've got front, down, left, right, full 360 obstacle avoidance. But when it gets to low light, so under 0.1 lux, when it's super dark, these vision sensors cannot work. So most drones, this is where you will actually lose vision sensors completely. You have no obstacle avoidance. This is where the Lidar kicks in. So when filming in low light nighttime, you still have obstacle avoidance protection. You can see here now. Now this is filming with the 6K camera on here, Micro Four Thirds. So it actually looks pretty bright, but it was in fact really dark. And you can see as it's flying towards the car and to me, this Lidar kicks in and it will avoid anything. So it has that extra level of protection when flying one of these drones. Now for tracking on here, it has a similar system to the DJI Air 3S. You can actually click on the box on the screen, it will identify cars, people, boats, or you just drag a box around them. So you can use spotlight mode, active track. Now the great thing is they're not limited. So you can use the full 6K 60 FPS in both horizontal and vertical. You can switch to the 70mm or the 168mm and use spotlight there in that full resolution as well of 4K 60, and you're not limited to color profiles. The active track, spotlight mode, all the color profiles, D-Log, D-Log-M, HLG, normal, all works on here. So just look at some of these locations here, following these cars. It has no problem because it is a fast and powerful drone, keeping up. So in spotlight mode, all I have to do is drag a box around that car and I have full control on that controller of where I want the drone to go. Or I can use the active track mode and I can actually go and choose to want the drone from a certain angle, forward, right, left, back left, and the drone will just sit there. And I can use that 6K on the main lens, or I can actually switch to one of the tele lenses as well. So for tracking vehicles, active track, if you want to do different creative shots, this is a fantastic option. But something I've been asking for a while, and we finally have this, is that during tracking shots, you might be tracking you on a run, on a bike, you could be in a car, and you're starting from like your home location here, and you could be driving like 2 or 3 miles down a road, and the drone still thinks that your home location is back here where you started. But now we have dynamic home point, a fantastic new feature that we finally have. So all you now do is go into the settings and click dynamic home point, and the drone will automatically update that home point to the controller's location. So now while following this car, I don't have to worry about going into the settings and updating that home point. It's now all done automatically. Now I'd say those are the main features on the Mavic 4 Pro. It has all the other features that we're used to, so quick shots look great on here, master shots, hyperlapse. I just love using the 70mm on here, just the circle shots that you can get, the compression. Just look at some of these shots here in different locations. I can have a wide shot using the 28mm and then just switch up to the 70mm or the 168mm, and it just looks breathtaking. Now, something I've liked to do recently is taking pano shots. I don't know if you do, it's something that I didn't really do a lot. And now in every location that I'm going to, I'm getting these gorgeous pano shots. Now with this, it's even better. So you have free pano mode. We saw this on the Air 3S. So you can choose exactly where you want that framing to be. But just look at some of these shots you can achieve using pano mode on the Mavic 4 Pro. It just looks absolutely breathtaking. And don't forget Explore mode as well. This is great for just like looking into different locations, seeing should I go and film there. You just rotate that zoom wheel and it just zooms in, I think, up to 26 times. So just look here at this watchtower. You can see people like going in and going out. One guy wasn't too happy about coming down, but it is a fantastic tool, this. So many different features on this Mavic 4 Pro. Now this is also took a feature from the DJI Flip, which is auto power on, which means just getting going, flying your drone is faster now. So on the controller, you just fold the screen up, that will automatically turn on and boot's ready. And the drone, so all you do is you just unfold the arms, and that will automatically now start up. You don't have to press any buttons, just like an added step just to get flying a bit faster. Did you see that? Just look how cool it is when that gimbal rotates. This is just crazy. The Infinity gimbal, it's like, what even is this? So who is a Mavic 4 Pro actually for? It's for someone who makes money with their drone. You might be using this for your business, for content creation. You might be using it for video production. Somebody who actually is going to get a return, and you want the utmost quality without spending $15,000 on Inspire 3. The video quality that I'm showing you on the screen, this is all direct from the Mavic 4 Pro. The D-Log M color profile in here I think is great. The D-Log M is going to give you a lot more options in terms of color grading. But I hope you can actually see from YouTube just how good this looks. Just look at some of the shots here and the dynamic range that you can get from the Mavic 4 Pro. This 6K camera on here just looks breathtaking, especially looking at the original files. Just look at the rocks, the details, the sharpness, the contrast in all these different areas. So you're not just limited to filming in daytime and put that drone away. It is fantastic, and I love the adjustable aperture on here. So in low light I can reduce this down to an f2. In daytime I can have it maybe f5.6, f9, so I can fully adjust this aperture. It is just literally, like I said at the start of the video, they all look like paintings on a wall. Or is there somebody who is like heavily into drones, budget's not a problem, they just want the best of the best, the creme de la creme of foldable drones from DJI. We want the 6K, the RC Pro 2 controller. This is an absolutely incredible, insane package, but it is the best that you're going to be able to get. But for casual users, I would say the DJI Air 3S or the Mini 4 Pro is still going to be the better option for you. Now, don't forget, it doesn't matter which version you get. It's all going to have the same photo and video quality coming from this camera. Fly Mode Combo is going to give you the extra batteries, the RC2 controller, the shoulder bag, and the Creator Combo, the one I've been testing, brings the new RC Pro 2 controller. It also has 512 gigabytes of internal storage. So perfect if you're like me and you forget your memory card a lot. You're going to be able to store everything on the drone and then transfer it super fast with the data cable that comes with it. And also it has the new All-Eye codec, which is going to give you the utmost quality. That's only available on the Creator Combo. So I'll link the Mavic 4 Pro at the top of the description if you want to go and check this out. It doesn't cost you any more if you buy it through that link, but it does help out the channel a lot. So thank you so much if you do. So what do you think about the DJI Mavic 4 Pro? Would you get this? If you got any more questions, do let me know in the comments down below. It'd be really interesting to actually read those. The RC2 Pro, this drone, its features, the main camera, what a lot to actually get through. So I've got a lot more videos coming on this, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. Comparisons, going into a bit more detail on it, certain topics. So I really do hope you enjoy this. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button if you did. Give me a fist bump in the comments so I know you've got this far. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.